I've got an itch I can't scratch, I'm missing a piece that completes a whole part of me, an open wound scar to see. Everybody come here, gather round, welcome to the freak show, the best in town. What the hell's wrong with me? I don't get along with anybody, honestly. I've been living in my own head constantly, thoughts jumbled round, think I need a new lobotomy. Wait, all these thoughts are too negative, I don't wanna get lost in the sedative. Gotta show them what I got, I'm competitive. You know I'm about to go.
Guys, welcome back again to Dave's Dimension. Welcome back again for another video. Welcome back again to your channel that is your home for tech, toys, and talk. The channel where chaos and insanity will always reign supreme. So we're back again for another unbox. Yet again, and something a little crazy, insane, deranged, like yours truly. So you guys know I've been dipping into a lot of different things, a lot more 3D printing. I mean, literally, I've just been 3D printing all over the damn place, making these nice little signs for my, well, for my shelves. Let me just rotate you guys right there. I got a little Cobra Commander, a little Cobra symbol, G.I. Joe, Spider-Man, X-Men. I even have an Iron Man. So I've been 3D printing like crazy. I still have my figures. I'm still doing my unboxings. In fact, I just picked up this at Ollie's for a nice little few bucks. But today, as you guys know, I've also been dipping back into the 1/6 scale figures. I'll throw some right there. But this time around, we need to unbox something. I've been holding on to this bad boy since, well, towards the end of June. And it's September right now, guys. So I think it's high time that we did an unbox of this. The Miles Morales Spider-Man Bodega Catsuit. That's a mouthful. I've been wanting this one for probably a couple years now. Since it was first announced. Miles Morales, I mean, just Spider-Man in general is my bag. I love Spider-Man. I mean, I have a whole friggin' shelf that is nothing but Spider-Man. Right there. I just have just crap ton of everything, whether it's retro carded figures, you know, Marvel Legends. I mean, the live action, I have everything represented there because Spider-Man is, well, Spider-Man, Batman, and Superman are probably my top, well, that and Flash are probably my top 4 comic book favorites. Now this one, this Miles Morales, comes with a cat. So it hits me in a certain kind of way. This is a different type of Spider-Man. We get a very young kid who gets the powers thanks to the Marvel Ultimate Universe, and he takes up the mantle of Spider-Man, but he's in the shadow. Some people will take my point of view a little bit differently. This is kind of shades of Batman Beyond without being in the distant future. I mean, we have a young man who takes up the mantle of a hero, even though he doesn't know exactly what he's quite doing yet. And Miles, when they announced that Miles, that we're going to get a new Spider-Man, it wasn't going to be a Peter Parker variant. It wasn't going to have any real connection to Peter Parker for the most part. A lot of people are like, what? And then when they decided to go with a character who wasn't necessarily white, perfect. I mean, personally, in my opinion, that don't mean skin color don't mean a damn thing. We went with a kid whose father was a cop, whose mother is involved with so many things. I mean, we got Miles Morales. We got a kid who was a little bit more grounded. He wasn't necessarily overly a science nerd. You know, he's just someone who's trying to make his way in the world while discovering himself. The kid has a thirst for beats. When I say beats, I mean music. As someone who DJ'd when he was a teenager, that hits me in a certain spot. Okay. And I mean, the electric powers, I always kind of jazzed on electric powers. One of my favorite comic book characters younger was, I mean, Static Shock. I mean, when they had Static Shock, they had the cartoon. I jammed on that. Any kind of electric powers. I used to play a game called DC Universe Online, which is an MMORPG. It's still out there, still online. It's a bit aged, but almost every time I go with a quantum or a electric power set. So Miles just, I don't know, Miles is a different kind of Spider-Man, and I think he's the kind of Spider-Man we need now. In the 2000s and the millennium, he was, I think, probably the best way they could have gone with progressing the Spider-Man legacy by making it fresh, by giving it certain twists and turns and certain angles that we didn't see before. And I think that it gave a refresher to the Spider-Man mythos, and it also reached out to a lot of people. I mean, some people who, maybe you're Hispanic, maybe you're Asian, maybe you're African American. You come from different walks of life, and now we saw not the typical white bread science nerd as Spider Man, we saw someone else. And whenever we see a superhero, whether it's a big name superhero or a new superhero that's coming out of the woodworking, and we see them cast or drawn in maybe a larger frame, a smaller frame, shorter, taller, maybe there's a gender swap going from a male origin to being a female character. Whenever we see that, a lot of people hear the word inclusion. I don't necessarily like how some people take that word. Some people take the word inclusion and they take it to a negative space. It's not a negative space. It's exploring, and also it's allowing someone to say, "Hey, wait a minute, that could be me. Wait a minute, that could be my little brother. That could be my cousin. That could be this. It makes it a wider world. Instead of things being black and white, it gives us gray. It gives us fuchsia. It gives us, you know, just a whole different spectrum to jump through. And this is a Spider-Man that I can jam with because, right in the art of the front, we got him rocking a t-shirt, a hoodie, some shorts, while rocking the little spider cat, the bodega cat, of course. And that would be me. I live in Western New York, in Buffalo, New York, Buffalo Niagara Falls area. We get a lot of cold weather. Okay, whenever I saw a Spider-Man going through New York City in the comic books, you just saw him wearing a suit. You knew he'd be freezing his ass off. Miles is coming correct. He's got his hoodie. He's trying to stay warm when he can. It's just a different level. And I can't wait to see what they do when they introduce him into the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It's going to happen. It should happen sooner than later, but we'll see what happens. I guess there's a lot of rumblings with Tom Holland is going to be signing on for a fourth Spider-Man movie, but it begs the question, how many more movies can he do? He's done 4 Spider-Man movies, but also think of Avengers Infinity Game and Endgame. That's 2 movies right there. And we had Civil War. So he's appeared as Spider-Man in 7 films. That's quite a bit. Even though Civil War was a bit limited, and we didn't see him in Endgame towards the end, but still, he portrayed Peter Parker Spider-Man in all those. I would like to see kind of what they've been doing, what Sony's been doing with the video game universe. We have both Peter Parker and Miles. We have them not as hero and sidekick, but as partners. And I would love to see some element of that happen in the Spider-Man movies. That way you could give Tom Holland, a couple of years off, and we have Miles maybe doing a solo by himself, introduce him. I think it would be great, and I would love to see it. And I know a lot of people out there would love to see that. But speaking of seeing things, what do you say we just open this package right up? So there we go. We're going to slide this right on open. Wait. This is where the fun begins, guys. So there we go. Now, as you guys can see, if my C922, I really need a new camera at some point in time. So, as you can see here, we get, obviously, your atypical spider hands. We get a whole mess here. Also, we get some eyes, but of course, these are color schemes to Miles' costume, not the Peter Parker costumes we've seen in the past. We get beverage. It looks like we get quite a few accessories in there. Let's open this up. Of course, we get him in his hoodie. We get Spider Cat. Actually, we get two versions of it right there. A backpack and a whole lot more. Let's just open this right on up. I don't have my knife, so we'll use putty knife. Putty knife, putty knife. Never seen someone get to blah, 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 blah. Okay, let's take a look at the back here, though, guys. There we go. We get the electrical effects. Yes. We get a comic book. Yes. We get some rollerblades. You guys heard me say I used to be a DJ back in the day. That was because I was a DJ at a roller rink. So plus points on that. The backpack, the headset, Miles Morales, Bodega Cat. I wish they would have done like, Miles and Bodega Cat together. I don't know. Is it a gripe? No, it's more of a criticism. Now, just full disclosure, this was not supplied to me by anyone because nobody supplies me with anything. This was out of my own hard-earned cash earlier this year at Nickel City Comic Con in Buffalo, New York. Check out my content for that. There was a stand that actually had this. They had quoted me, I think it was like $235 or $250 or something like that. I asked them in the beginning, and they're like, "Yeah, we'll do it for this." I came back a couple hours later. They were trying to sell it for $290 or $280 at the time, but the older woman that was there recognized me from earlier, and she was like, "Oh, we told you, yeah, we did quote you that different price earlier, so we'll honor that." So they did give it to me at the lower price. Let's take a look here. Looks like we got is it a hat? Let me see here. We get a little cell phone. We get the headset. We get a whole bunch of different accessories here. Show you that right there, guys. Very cool. Awesome. Let's take this off. Okay, so yeah, we do have the Bodega Cat in kind of a, like it's launching up, or maybe that's how he sits in the backpack. I'm going to set him off to the side. Let's take a look here. What do we have here? Look, okay, this looks to be, yeah, Miles's book when he's designing his suit. Get some blank pages there. Get some art right there. Sorry about that, guys. My mic is also goofing up on me. I need a ton of new items here, but that's pretty cool that we get some art. Him designing the suit. There you go. Very cool details right there. Now, also there is, if you guys recognize this from the video games, Miles is gifted gifted a little something something by Peter. I believe that's what this is from. So here we go. We got Bodega Cat in like little happy-go-lucky. Let's see if we can get this to. That's awesome right there, guys. And if this was a shade darker than this orange, then it would be perfect body double for River, aka Murder Cat. Oh man, I love this. I love. Take a look at this damn backpack, guys. This backpack is on point, and it doesn't feel cheap. It feels like it's packed. It really does. So, okay, that's what we saw before. This must come off in some way. I don't want to break it. Maybe it's magnets. I'm going to take a look at the instructions. But this is what comes out, and then we have an open version where Bodega Cat is going to chill inside, sticking out his head. Let's take a look. Oh, take a look at the lightning effects here. We get more of a solid yellow, and then it kind of trickles off into more clear, transparent. That's badass. I'm gonna say this lightning effect, I dare say, looks better than my CW Flash. It really does. The lightning effects here, they don't feel flimsy. There is a little bit of bend, a little bit of give, but they look so freaking fantastic. I'm freaking out at just how well they did this lightning effect, this stinger effect that he uses. So that looks phenomenal. Of course, we got the his rocket propelled blades right here, and the wheels move. The wheels move. That's awesome. That is so freaking awesome right there. Now, obviously, we can't stick his feet in here, but this is something where you can probably rig it on to hang off the back of his backpack or something. And take a look at the weathering. These don't look like they're brand new. They look like they've been worn, beat up. I love that. And you gotta love the graffiti, the home art on there. That's awesome. I love that. As a skater, or a former skater, I should say, it's been years since I wore skates. This looks so fantastic. I love how we got the wiring feeding right into it. That's phenomenal. We have that on both pairs of skates. That is friggin' nominal, guys. Phenomenal. Of course, we get a little web effects. I mean, he wouldn't be a Spider-Man figure if he didn't have the atypical web effects we see on every single Spider-Man. But there we go. And let's take the coverings off. So yes, I mean, you could actually take the hoodie and such off, and you will have his. I want to. Do we get his full Spider-Man outfit, or is this? So no, we don't get his full suit. So the hoodie and shirt will stay on. But his posability is the ratchets on here sound phenomenal. We get a little bit of toe crunch, not really. So I mean, we can do a lot of poses with him. I like this. I like the pattern right there. I mean, that looks like it's homemade. He's got a lot of. We get some really great bends here. Well, his leg just popped off, but that's okay. Let's see if we can get the plastic off his shoes. I want to show you guys his shoes too. What we have is his web shooters are actually designed that they're actually coming through his hoodie, so that's cool. Now let's see, how easy can we pop out his eyes? Just like some of the newer Spider-Man, they're held in by magnets. So we can easily swap eyes out if we want. Gotta love the kicks. He's got to accessorize. I love that kind of metallic red that he has going through his suit. Let's open this up a little bit. There we go. We got his stand. Spider-Man Miles Morales. Bodega cat suit, of course. If you put one of these together, you put them all pretty much together. There you go. All your essential parts right there. I love that. That looks great right there. The backpack itself, there are pegs right here. So we're going to swap out that closed one for the one where the cat is sticking out. But we also get padding here. It's very cool that we get some padding there for support. So right there. See if we can. There we go. So Spider Cat, we got Bodega Cat just sticking right out of the backpack. So literally, we could have him in a web slinging pose, a fighting pose, and he's got the cat right with him. I love that. That looks fantastic. I'm going to have to play around with a few poses so I can figure the right one out for him. There we go. We got the stand already. I love when the stands have the nice little grip right there. So we can do just about any pose we want. Yes, we have our series of eyes, headphones. Yeah, we could have the headphones, chilling. We could have him just chilling with it, maybe around his neck. I mean, I've done it plenty of times. I mean, if you really wanted, you could probably have them hanging off the strap of the backpack. Whoa, let's get his eyes back on. I like it with, Miles having his tunes going. Definitely going to replace his closed fist with maybe a thwip hand. You could have him, you know, enjoying a morning coffee. It's a thing. That is so cool. I mean, even the coffee mug, the coffee right here, has a very nice detail, like it's the real thing. Not for nothing, Hot Toys is definitely the top tier right now when it comes to 1/6 scale. Not knocking other companies. There are a hell of a lot of other companies that do an amazing job. What do we got here? We got another little accessory piece. I gotta get it out of the plastic to see what it is. There's some other accessories in here. So apparently, I can put his rollerblades on his feet, so that's cool. We can put the hoodie up. Some of the extra accessories, obviously, we went over where we can have the bodega cat carrying, hanging out in the backpack. And the backpack strap is actually detachable. I did not know that. I actually slipped the backpack on without doing that. So bonus points for me. There's also a stand here, which can be rigged, so we can have the cat just chilling on his shoulder too. So there is a lot of accessories here, a lot to play with, a lot you can maximize things with. So I'm going to go ahead, we're going to throw it into a pose, and then we're going to wrap things up. So there we are, we're back. Now, I'm actually going to keep him in this pose for right now. So as if he's on, he's skating towards some bad guys. We got the lightning effects on his hands. Now, I did have to pull his fists off, and basically maneuver them into the lightning effects and then reattach them that way. I like that. I could put Bodega Cat up on his shoulder, but with the lightning effects, we want to keep him safe. We want to keep the cat safe right there. Spider Kitty, aka Bodega Cat, he's going to chill in the safety of the backpack while Miles is handling business while jamming out. So I love this. I'm definitely going to be playing around with some different poses. He does come with a cell phone. We have the different eyes and of course the thwip hands, but the lightning effect that his spider stingers, if you will, they just look too friggin' fantastic. This is a way better lightning effect than the CW Flash has had. These just look fantastic. I mean, they look flawless. I mean, this, I'm kind of kicking myself. Why did I wait so long to unbox him? But it's great. It's fantastic. You're going to see a lot more poses on my Instagram with him. But he's fantastic. I mean, I kind of want to do a pose where he's, like, let's slide this up a little bit, like maybe as if he's thwipping, and he could still have his skates on, and we could have like his legs, his skates are held back, and I love that we can swap. I just thought that these were just accessories, but we can put these on his feet. I love that. That's just awesome. I want to have it so like he's got one foot here. Maybe he's using the other one to push off on while he's attacking the bad guys. If you've had a 1/6 scale figure, you know that you could pose. We could turn the head. We have your basic rotation. This is as high as his head will actually look up. We don't get a whole lot of, neck movement, so he really can't look up high. So if you're going to do any kind of a pose, you want to kind of tort and move his entire body in order to do so. And that's no problem. I mean, look at the leg movement we have here. I mean, we can make it so like he's full swing and he's got his blades in the back. I mean, there's so much you can do with this figure. If you have the means, I highly recommend you get him. Um, I mean, he just looks fantastic. He looks beyond amazing, no pun intended. But I love this figure. This is probably right now. Well, he's going to be my new favorite right now. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love my upgraded suit Spider-Man. I love Captain America. Don't get me wrong. I love the CW Flash. I love my 3-0 White Ranger and Green Ranger. But I love the effects here, and I love how Miles as a character, he hits on so many levels for so many people. Me, he's a DJ, and he's rocking the blades. I mean that's awesome right there. You guys know, you hear me talk about Murder Cat, my cat. I'm tempted to print her a little mask just like this. I am tempted to do that. Should I do that, guys? Let me know in the comment section below if I should print River her own spider mask. Wouldn't that be something? But there's so many accessories. We don't just get one Spider Cat. We get this one that has a peg hole in its belly. So there's a little stand that you can fix on here, so we can have him just chilling right there. Oh, right there on the shoulder. When of course Miles not in a super action pose. All the damn accessories we got: the coffee, the cell phone, the design book, everything. I mean, everything is just top notch. Just everything's awesome. You get all your Spider-Man thwip hands, including the accessory where you can connect the standard webbing. We get shoes. How many different Hot Toys can you name that actually come with alternate shoes, alternate footwear? I'm trying to think of one. I don't think I can. Miles might be the first. That is a possibility. Here's the little stand. It's a clear stand, if I can get it out. So yeah, we would use this little attachment, which I think connects onto the backpack, and that would actually hold our Bodega Cat up so that he's chilling. But I love how this looks. That looks awesome. I love this. But on a scale of 1 to 10, where do I give Miles Morales? Right out of the box, I'm giving him, I don't want to look for reasons to downgrade him. Oh, we also get a separate stand, so we can actually have him on the side. This stand it's a metal pole here. It looks a little flimsy, but I mean, we could do it where he's chilling right there if you're not seeing the cat, but we do see him, so I could still leave him like that. Like he's got two cats, I'm just saying. It's a thing. It's a thing we could do. On a scale of 1 to 10, I want to give him a 9.5. The limited neck movement, honestly, I would have loved a civilian head for him. I honestly, seriously, 100% wish we had a civilian head for Miles. I mean, we get Tom Holland several times over. Why not give us the video game Miles Morales civilian head? I mean, to be fair to him, why not give us that? I'm sure there might be some people on Etsy or even on eBay who might be selling it, but that's what I'm going to mark it down for. Is 9.5. No civilian head, limited mobility with the head, but outside of that, the accessories are top notch. Everything just looks fantastic. I mean, his shirt is even kind of rolling up like most teenagers' clothes would. The detailing on the suit looks great. It would have been cool if we could have taken the hoodie off and see his regular suit, but that's neither here nor there. I mean, he still looks amazing, no pun intended once again. But I love this. I love how this looks. And I mean, definitely a home run. This is a must for any Spider-Man fan, and especially if you're a Miles fan. I think you need this. You need this in your life to feel complete, to feel at one with your comic book collection and your universe. You need this one, guys. Full disclosure, once again, I am not sponsored. I am not affiliated. I am not reimbursed or compensated in any shape or form for my opinions about this hot toy or any of my figures, really. This is just out of my own bucks. I had the money at the time at Nickel City Con. This is a hot toy I've been wanting for a very long time, and I just said I had to. I actually messaged practically my best friend and brother, Dre, the Collector Safe Space. I messaged him about it. I mentioned the pricing of it. I said, should I hold off on this? What should I do? And after he gave me his thoughts, I was like, screw it, I'm doing it. It's coming home. And it did. I did just that. I brought him home. And like I said, I actually held off on unboxing him. I don't know what it was. Something just said, don't unbox it just yet. Maybe I was having second thoughts. Maybe part of me was like, you know what? What if you come across a trade or something down the line? Because sometimes you rush into things. But with this, you will not be disappointed. You will not be disappointed in any shape or form. He's going to be going on the Spider shelf along with Iron Spider, Upgraded Suit Spider-Man, and now we have Miles Morales, Bodega Cat Suit. That is what it's called. Bodega Cat Suit. That's what they called it. So he is going to be going up there. I still have one more hot toy to unbox, guys. I have one more hot toy to unbox, and that is going to be a banger. It is Doctor Strange from Spider-Man No Way Home. That's right. We have the the deluxe version that has the pedestal, the altar where he's doing the actual spell. I can't wait to unbox that one. That one's waiting in the back. I'm probably going to wait for a couple more weeks before we do that one. But this one is phenomenal. I mean, the effects alone, the effects look friggin' amazing. I mean, what more can I say? It is a great figure. If you're a Spider fan, this is the Spider-Man for you guys. But guys, guess what? That's all. That's all for this video. I could sit here and I could go through every single pose and every single accessory, but guess what? You guys have already seen that through other collectors. This is my reaction. This is my opinion, my thoughts, and I friggin' love it. This is phenomenal. Again, I will be doing more poses, more pictures via my Instagram, which is Daves_Dimension on Instagram. But guys, if you have any comments, questions, concerns about this or anything else that I've covered or something you would like me to cover in the future, all you have to do is hit me up at my email address at davesdimension78@gmail.com or just message me on Instagram at Daves_Dimension. And guys, you can always comment in the little description below. Go ahead and check that out. I'm also going to throw some links to some of my other hot toy reviews or unboxings that I've recently done. Give you guys a little something else to take a look at. But guys, until next time, this is Dave from Dave's Dimension saying, keep on busting. You know what I'm going to say. I say it every single time. I will always, always catch you on the flip side. See you later, guys.
I've got an itch I can't scratch, I'm missing a piece that completes a whole part of me, an open wound scar to see. Everybody come here, gather round, welcome to the freak show, the best in town. What the hell's wrong with me? I don't get along with anybody, honestly. I've been living in my own head constantly, thoughts jumbled round, think I need a new lobotomy. Wait, all these thoughts are too negative. I don't wanna get lost in the sedative. Gotta show them what I got, I'm competitive. You know I'm about to